Good morning, everybody. From southern Oklahoma. While the sun is working its way up, let me just show you a couple things. I have, if you look there, I got a pumpkin. Hey, Natty. If you look over here, pumpkin. And let's see, just past the blue chair I forgot to pick up the other day, pumpkin. And pumpkin. And I think there's another one over there somewhere, or in here with my asparagus. I'm not sure. I'll dig it up. I'll dig it up later. But got my coffee. I found another. You won't see it, but over on my trellis here, hanging right there, you might see it. It's a little melon. It's about 3 inches in diameter. I don't think it's going to make it. It's a small cantaloupe. So I have 5 cantaloupe now, but I planted it when it was 100 degrees, and they're not, you know, they like soil temps. A lot of plants like soil temps like 70, 75. When you're planting things that's 105 and the soil's 95, you know, you still have some success. It's just, hey, Carol. Hey, everybody. I know I missed some people coming in, but I think I saw CE here. Oh, let's see. Yep, there's CE. Yeah, I've been covering the cantaloupe. I got a couple buckets out here. I just throw them over the top. And we'll see. Interestingly enough, my Black Beauty zucchinis have run really well. The plants are super strong, but they're not producing anymore. So, but you can see, even in, it's 48 today. Look at the blooms. The pumpkin blooms still are fighting, and they open. And I had a bunch of bees in here the other day, so I found that pretty interesting. Hope you guys get a chance later. I'm going to be on with Shannon from Broke But Bountifully Blessed. She's invited me on for an interview. So, unfortunately, you guys get to crawl inside the head of Okie. You may not want to do that, but I wish the weather was like this every day. I mean, it's 48, almost 50. It's supposed to be 75 to 80 the next few days, which is just, to me, is just, I would love this weather year round. It'd be great to grow in. The crops you could grow would be amazing. Hey, V. I've already got my cup of coffee in my Gone Squatching mug. Oh, before I forget, today I'm finishing my trellis. I'm doing a video on my trellis. So I'm going to show how I build that. I got it all out in the wood shop, so you're going to visit the wood shop. And visiting the wood shop nowadays, compared to when you were a child and my age, going to the wood shop was 2 entirely different meanings. But I have all the parts laid out, pre-drilled. We're going to assemble the trellis. I'll talk about the size and how I do it and the pattern. And then if anybody wants to copy it, it's really super simple. It takes, I think, 3 2x4s I use pressure treated just so they don't rot in the ground. But I'll give all the measurements while I'm doing it, and it'll only take 5-10 minutes, the video, and I'll speed it up a little bit. It won't be a long video, just more of an informative. And then I will bring it out. Hey chef, you're playing on my TV right now. I'm watching your, I've missed the last few lives. I've stopped in to say hello, but I wasn't able to stay. So they are running on my spare TV now in the back area. So they're gonna run probably till 1 or 2 o'clock today. So it'll be quite a few hours. Hey Missy. So I'm doing the trellis, and then I'm going to put the trellis in the ground and cement that in today now that my leg is feeling better. I'm going to throw that in the dirt, cement it in. I'll show you how I stake that all in and support it. And then we will, I'll put my entrance sign on. And so I'll show you all that, because that's part of the video for my subscriber garden update. And then Wednesday, instead of doing the drawing garden update, I will take you out to the garden and show you where stuff is staked out, so you'll have a better understanding. And then we'll actually take a view from my kitchen window on overlooking the subscriber garden, because that's why I wanted it there, because I can overlook the subscriber garden. And then, time permitting, I'm going to be cutting some more placards for the other people that sent me seeds. I did Us and Our Bunch. They sent me the first seeds, and I still have to do them for Down Home Misty Style, Hearth and Home, Broke but Bountifully Blessed. And I have a couple different versions, shapes, ideas between wood burning. I have acid pens that are heat activated. So I'll be doing different things for that. And then I'm making a chicken stew. I was gonna do ribs and chicken soup, I think, but I think I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do a chicken stew. Let me see, I think the sun is going to come up right about here. You can start to see it's getting pink, pretty pink there, so. I will keep an eye on it. If it starts to kind of go behind that tree, I'll move that direction, and we'll go get a better view over there. We just obviously turned the clocks back, so I'm kind of guessing as to where it's going to rise this morning. But I think I'm going to do this. Let's do that now, because I think I'm going to get a better view from over here. I think. Man, these people, they put their houses, yeah, that's where it's going to be. You can see the pink there. These people that build their houses in the way of my sunrise lives, you know. Okay, straighten that out. Okay. So it should be popping up right about here. So I think that'll be a good view. You know what, let me do this. See you later, Huckleberry. Yeah, definitely, it's gonna be right there. You can see, I think, right by my garlic that was planted before I moved here. So yeah, it's gonna be right there, I believe. Oh yeah, there it is. I'm really, I got to get a better phone. I'm working on, I know I keep saying that, but I want to get a nicer phone because I think it would bring the color would be much more vibrant. I figured while we were waiting today and I got rid of some announcements out of the way, I figured, hey, I haven't done really, I've thrown in some dad jokes here and there a little bit, but let's do a couple dad jokes. What do you say? Oh, that's too bad, Natty. I like your idea, Natty, of going to the store and filming the prices. I've watched other videos from people that I subscribe to, and man, I'll tell you, whatever is going on in my area, I will say I am fortunate. My prices here in southern Oklahoma are not that bad. Everything has been down. I'm paying about $2.17 for gas for a gallon. Just 4 weeks ago it was $2.69. It's now $2.17. On special now, these are some specials. I've paid $1.97 for eggs. I've paid under $2 for milk. Bread is still really cheap. Chicken, if you buy it on special, I've been getting it for, like today I'm gonna go to Aldi's and they have it for $1.59 a pound for chicken thighs, which is what we like. Natty, I have no idea how much a liter is compared to a gallon. US is still ignoring the metric system. You know, a funny story, I think it's a funny story. When I was in high school, I'll never forget, started 9th grade, and I'll still remember $3.48 a gallon. Okay, that's, oh no, okay. No, I was gonna say that's come down, Misty, but it hasn't come down. Yeah, I'm $2.17. That's terrible. I remember starting math class and we had to start learning the metric system. I'll never forget it. You know, it's all based on tens, which I get, you know, millimeter, centimeter, kilometer, all that kind of stuff. It's all based on tens, hundreds, thousands, whatever. It's really pretty easy to use, but I still remember they're like, in my lifetime, which meaning me, as a 9th grader, as I got older, the US is switching all to metric, so you better learn it and know it really well. Yeah, about that. 45 years later, and I'm still scratching my head wondering where that idea went. Yeah, exactly, Natty. That's what they were going to do. That's what we were told. Hey, Shannon. Okay, so let me throw these out here. Yep, the sun rises. You can see it right there. So this will be my new spot because, remember, it used to be over here, but with the seasons and stuff, you know. Yeah, Misty, that's ridiculous. So, Misty, what I do is what Dollar General does is they will run a special every week, either Coke or Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi. And they'll have 12 packs. And there'll be 3 to 4 12 packs for $12 or $13. So you're talking about $4 a piece. So like I said, you know, our area is, I mean, I'm fortunate and thankful, you know, that I'm in this area right now because it's been very affordable for us here. Shannon, you're just gonna have to be better. I'm not gonna allow this anymore. This tardiness has gotta stop. We've talked about this. I'm just kidding. You know I'm just kidding. So, here we go. My dad, we were out in his tool shed the other day and he said, hey, see my step ladder? I never met my real ladder. I'm just kidding, Shannon. I am so new to gardening. I'm growing strawberries. Somebody said, hey, put manure on them. I'm never doing that again. I'm sticking to whipped cream. Did I ever tell you guys about my favorite herb? I have a favorite herb. I should have told you earlier, but I think it's about time. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at that. That is just perfect. Ah, sunrises, man. There's something about a sunrise and hot coffee. So I checked the subscriber garden this morning. Somebody's been dumping dirt in my garden without me knowing it. So the plot thickens. These are so bad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, did you hear about the gardener that was real embarrassed because he wet his plants? All right, just a couple more. Why are people that work in the garden so calm all the time? Why are people that work in the garden so calm? They're good at keeping their composture. I used this one the other day in one of the, I think it was in Down Home Misty's, I think it was in Misty's Live. I said something like, I had pneumonia. Dr. Pepper says his soda is good for pneumonia. Well, he is a physician. That's about enough of that nonsense. So, oh yeah, there it is. It's 48 degrees and I'm being buzzed by an Oklahoma mosquito. This plus sunrise is just a perfect combo. Hey, Mandy. Believe it or not, everybody, look at that. That is just, I never get tired of that, you know? I like all sunrises. I like being in the mountains and seeing the sunrises between peaks and stuff, and I like beach sunrises, but I'm thankful and fortunate to be where I'm at in the United States, where this location, I get some really nice sunrises with the it's so flat, you know. Hard to believe it's the start of another week. We've flipped the clocks back already. Just crazy. We're going to be heading into the holidays. Yeah, Misty, I think it's just your view. I mean, it comes down to, I mean, where I used to live, I was surrounded when I was upstate New York. We never had a sunrise or sunset because we were in the mountains and we were down in kind of a little valley with all the mountains around us. Everything is kind of back to normal now. Pretty much healed up. My family is, hey JC, Calamity Jane is in the house. Family's gone. I'm finally got caught up this week, getting everything back in order. I'm going to plant today. I'm doing the video of me planting a Black Beauty seed in a potted plant pot indoors under my grow light, and I'm going to see how I can do. That's great, Missy. So I'm really looking. Oh, there it is. That sun is just perfect. So I'm going to do one of the Black Night. I'm sorry, not Black Beauty. Black Night pumpkins. I'm going to plant 2 seeds, and then whichever one starts out the strongest is going to be the one I keep, and I'll just pull one out. And I'm going to grow it in my room under the grow light. I'll film it all. I'm going to do updates on it. I already have the plant, or the pot full of some good dirt with new compost, and then covered with my composted dirt and then some soil. So because they're such a long grow, as those roots go down in that pot, it's about 1 foot deep. It'll have plenty of nutrients to grow. And then what I'll do is, once it starts to sprout, it'll go in my back area with a grow light. And then I'm going to build just a small trellis, because I don't think they get super big like the Connecticut fields can. I think they stay more like 5 to 8 inches in diameter, so they'll hang on a trellis fine. And then I'll just I'll run the vine up and down the trellis and wind it around so it'll stay in the corner. So I'm not worried about it getting overwhelming in the room, because like I said, I'll do a couple trellises. And then the reason I'm doing it is, number one, because it's fun. I find this kind of stuff interesting, but I also do it as experiments, because I'm going to try things on pruning, pollinating by hand, things like that. Trying different types of nutrient mixes, when to water, how much to water. I'm going to be studying it over the winter. Then when I hit the spring and I start planting them for real outside, I can start to maximize my production, because I'm thinking next year, you can see this whole field around me here, you know, it's probably, this part of the field I've mowed is probably 75 feet by 200 feet. I'm thinking about putting some pots out here, dig them down a little bit, like 5-gallon buckets, secure them in the ground, and then making this whole area here, putting tarps down, staking down tarps, and trying to see if I can grow like 400 or 500 pumpkins, and then just have like people can come pick their own pumpkins, is what I'm thinking about for next year. Well, everybody, thank you for sharing another sunrise with me and listen to an old man ramble. I hope you guys like the sunrise. Hope you guys like the information. Thanks, everybody, for supporting me. I'll be continuing everybody's playlist this week like I've been doing. We're going to continue to do that. Oh, I broke 800. So thank you, everybody, for that. Whoever's my old subscribers, of course, for getting me here, but my new subscribers. I finally made it over 800, so I thought that was pretty cool. That was exciting. So, you know, I got to be careful. I get to 900. I'm almost 60 years old. I could I could have a grabber. I could have a heart attack and fall down in my garden, and who knows? I might not do any more lives. I know that's a dark joke. I'm sorry. But everybody have a great day. I'll be on Shannon's interview later, so if you want to climb inside the mind of an old Oklahoman, there you go. So everybody have a great day. I know it's Monday, probably the worst day of the week, but get through it, and the rest of the week will go smooth. And everybody take care. Have a great day. See you in the next one.